Guys, welcome back to another breakdown in today's gameplay. We've got an interesting one for you. So I'm queued up with randoms, and this is by far one of the worst losses we've ever experienced, and we're gonna cover why. So as you guys can see, there I am, and I'm gonna go ahead and spectate our tank. We're gonna start with that because it was a little rough. So right now our tank's trying to get the confidence to be on the actual capture point. But despite me consistently healing him, for some reason he backs off. Now our DPS doesn't do much better either. I'm not really sure what he's doing by looking at the ground. I think he's trying to stop the explosions. But again, because I'm consistently healing him, he just needs to continue to put pressure on the enemies. Now, right this second, our teammates are not really much help. Now, team comp is drastic, especially when you're first off starting off. And right now we do have a Hanzo as well as a Junkrat. Now both of these guys are more ranged players, and they tend to just sit up. But you'll notice that our tank, again, despite me healing, refuses to even attempt to capture the point. So here we are just kind of playing back. Now I almost had 10,000 healing, which is definitely not important. Again, no matter how good of a healer you are, sometimes you just cannot win them all. And you'll notice that our guy, literally our tank, our diva, will not move, refuses to push, as well as our DPS. So right now, honestly, everyone's just kind of focused on me because I'm the only one trying to put myself out there to do some form of team plays. I just got a res off, try my best to heal our team. Of course, I've popped my ult right now, and look, off the point they go. Now we're gonna spectate Hanzo real quick and see exactly what's going on. Bad aim, of course, is detrimental. And look, I'm not going to slay it all. In order to get better at aim, you got to practice, and that's what normals are for. That's what pubs are for. So no hate to him at all, but it's definitely a reason why we're not really doing too hot. I'm not sure exactly what we're doing right now. Right now, both him and Ana are worried about the bot. They're taking the bait. Instead of pushing and helping out the tank and helping the healer, they're sitting back and they're worried about the tank. You know what? How about this? Now let's go to my point of view real quick, because of course I don't want to just sit here and pretend like I was the only person doing anything. I'm trying to get heals down, and notice like literally my team is just pushing in by themselves. Hanzo at this point has no business going up on his own, and I'm trying to, I got an endorsement. I'm trying to go and heal one person and then another, and it puts me in a bad spot. So look, Reaper comes in, goes left hand side, Hanzo pushes up to the right, and I can't heal them both, so I'm forced to pick a target. Granted, as a mercy, try to avoid hallways if you can, otherwise that's gonna happen. They're just gonna stack you. Now we're gonna go back to spectating Diva and really just again break down what's going on. We had multiple opportunities to push this point. For some reason, Diva decided that wasn't really the objective, that wasn't really important. And again, just because I'm assuming it's because of the lack of skill from our tank, our DPS just had no confidence to go out there either. And look, in order to capture points, guys, you got to stand on them. You have to try your best to capture the objective. Kills are cool. KD's cool. This isn't Call of Duty, so it's not that cool. Winning is everything. I don't care if you drop 20 or 30 kills. If you lost, it literally is useless. So here we are, just kind of both pushing off. And again, I'm consistently healing him, and he's still playing really, really passive. Not too sure why. You have your own dedicated mercy. He keeps checking the left and right hand side. And at this point, I'm off healing the other DPS because they're actually trying to be on the point. But again, they back off as well. Something I saw in this match is everyone who does damage was really playing passive. It's like they didn't want to die. And you definitely want to try your best to survive, but you have to have some form of aggression in order to win this game. You can't just sit there and play passive. Even if you have a bad tank, it's going to make it difficult. It's still winnable, or at least we could have done a little bit better. I don't even know why we're in here. You have me healing you through the wall, and you walked off to get some health, which again, it just pushed us back in our own spawn, and we're just kind of spamming. Of course, no kills are being had. I'm his dedicated healer once again, trying my best to heal everybody. Let's go ahead and switch back to me. Now we're gonna go third person with this because this was just wild to me. D.Va went ahead, finally ulted, finally. And I'm going to go ahead and take out the other D.Va real quick. Just wait for it. It's there. Now, Mercy's pistol does a lot of damage. Don't sleep on her secondary. Secondary is definitely, you don't want to go around trying to solo every player in the world. But if you're in a position to hold a position, you definitely should. The pistol does a lot of damage, as you see there. Destroyed 2 tanks, or destroyed 2 of her mech suits, and then able to take her out as well. And again, I'm kind of just flying around here like a madman, and nobody's focused the Junkrat. That's literally just focused on me. We have an Ana that's way up in their spawn. Can we pause this real quick? Let's look at this Ana. Let's go to this Ana and see what is going on. Now, this is a massive throw. All right, now pay attention. I'm over here solo healing Reaper, solo healing Hanzo, as well as our D.Va, and I get taken out after Reaper does. Meanwhile, look what our healer's doing. Look at this. And I don't mean to poke fun, and this is why I hid their names, because everyone's learning, and that's the point of these videos. You as a healer have no business, and honestly any player except for tank, DPS healer, you guys have no business pushing into their spawn by yourself, especially as a healer, because healers, we're way squishier than everybody else, and there's really no escape for Ana. Myra is the only support character that'll get away with diving into something like this. Again, Myra has a breakaway, Ana does not. The best she can do is put one target to sleep, but putting both of them to sleep, granted, this isn't a real character, but nonetheless, we're behind enemy lines. They could all converge on us at any second. This is just a position for her not to be in. Now, let's not even think about her putting herself vulnerable and getting herself killed. Let's go back to the team aspect. Remember, this is a team game. Your kills, your KD ratio does not matter. So we have a lot going on over here. Again, I had died, Reaper had died, and now D.Va's about to die, and Hanzo will probably die. You cannot allow your healer to do all the work if you're another healer. You have got to help out. And not at all, not once during this match did I ever see Ana heal me or another player. I'm diving around like an absolute madman, trying my best to heal everybody. And look, now I have to walk all the way back. No one's peeking, so I can't shift to them. And Ana is just doing what she wants to do. Really, this was more or less a collapse of teamwork. This was a lot of players just playing without confidence, a lot of players playing with overconfidence. Ana, there's just no reason for it. We had a really bad team comp. This is probably one of the worst teams I've ever played with in Overwatch 1 or 2, to be honest. Again, it was confusing. We had no plan of action. It's like they didn't want to capture the point. I'm trying everything in my power, popping ults, trying to heal them all. Zenyatta, let's just pause right here. I want to go ahead and highlight that. I forgot about that. All right, so let's go ahead and spectate Zenyatta. This is the Ana. They ended up switching to Zenyatta. Let's go ahead and see what's going on here. So damage isn't our main issue. Again, our main issue is the fact that we're not going for the objective. We're not working together. And look, Zenyatta this whole time is just going to do damage. Now look at our teammates. We literally have a Hanzo right in front of him at one point, dying, and still here we are putting damage down range, not trying at all to heal, not helping out the Mercy, aka me. Again, just going off solo by himself. This is not the job of a healer. There are some healers that can be aggressive, but again, guys, you're not doing anyone a favor by trying to flank from behind when your team is dying. If you are a healer, you are responsible first and foremost to what? To heal, boys. That's all there is to it, man. I'm all about doing damage for sure. There are a lot of characters that can do both, but you better heal. He's over there saying a prayer, and my team's over here getting absolutely waxed. We got dollywop. This is one of the worst losses I've ever had, and this is why I wanted to show you guys the game. I'm not always going to show you the best gameplays. There's a lot of lessons you could learn from the worst gameplays because a lot of people are making these mistakes. Guys, if you're a healer, heal your team first. If you're a tank, put pressure on the enemies and tank the damage. Rely on your DPS, rely on your healer to be there for you. If you're a DPS, you've got to do your best to help out the tank and the healer. If your healer's getting targeted, as a DPS, what do? You take out whoever's targeting your healer as well as target their healers. Do the opposite. A lot of times I'm playing with DPS, they won't target their healer, so I'm forced to switch from Mercy to someone else a little bit more aggressive, like Myra, and put some damage on the healers. Guys, it's all pieces to the puzzle. You've got to go out there and try your best to just win as a squad. If for some reason the character you're using is not a good fit, switch your character. But guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to the channel today. And guys, again, we'll be doing some more in-depth breakdowns like this for DPS and tanks very shortly. I just feel like because of the lack of healers, I want to get the healer videos out as soon as possible, because again, healing is a blast. You guys just need to learn how to do it. But guys, until next time, good luck in Overwatch.